And he's doing. Oh, sorry. We always double check to make sure.
Give Mom a hug. Please be seated. Okay, hold hands. I got extra ones up here.
Appreciate you.
Dear family and friends, out of affection for Nick and Morgan, we've gathered here to witness your mutual vows which will unite you in marriage. To this moment, you bring the fullness of your hearts as a treasure to share with one another. You bring your dreams, which will bind you together. You bring your particular personality
Amen.
and spirit, which is uniquely your own, out of which the reality of your lives will grow. Excuse me. And we all celebrate with you this union of hearts, this union created by friendship, respect, and most of all, love. Nick, will you have this woman to be your wife?
Absolutely.
Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, as long as you both shall live?
With no doubts.
Morgan, you have this man to be your husband.
I do.
Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, as long as you both shall live?
Yes, I will.
Very good. Nick, please repeat after me to Morgan. I, Nick,
I, Nick,
take you, Morgan,
take you, Morgan,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold, from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better and for worse,
for better and for worse,
for richer and for poorer,
for richer and for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
until death do us part.
Morgan, please repeat after me to Nick. I, Morgan,
I, Morgan,
take you, Nick,
take you, Nick,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
for better and for worse,
for better and for worse,
for richer and for poorer,
for richer and for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
This time, Nick, I think there's something you'd like to say to Morgan.
It's a little uncouth. Thank you. How cool. What would a man like me say to a woman on you on a day like this, in a room full of people who mattered less and less to him with each passing moment with her? How would he stop the adrenaline that had been pulsing in his fingertips, but was now buzzing in his face and electrifying his lips? How would he react as the edges of the room grew darker, the people at the back disappearing, then the efficient and the harpist the faces of the man and woman's friends becoming less and less visible as the shadows slowly take over the room, passing over their family, their siblings, and very finally their mothers, till all that was left was the man like me, looking to the eyes of the woman like you. She's dappled by the sunlight peeking through the leaves of the ancient tree they had come to in secret, prepared to bind their souls eternally. I know what I've done, and I'm proud. With my hands, I've provided for you, created for you. With my mouth, I've edified you and encouraged you. With my mind, I've reflected for you and grown for you. With my arms, I've held you and sheltered you. With my heart, I have broken for you and mended for you. With my eyes, I've watched over you and cried for you. I'm proud of what I've done with my hands, my arms, my eyes, my mouth, my mind, my heart. But nothing will ever convince me that I've earned you. What deed can rightfully be done to claim entitlement to the love you have given me? None. So while every part of me that I am proud of and define myself by will remain mine, I am yours. I promise to put you first. I promise to trust you. I promise to celebrate you. I promise to protect you. I promise to respect you. I promise to lift you up. I promise to amplify your voice. I promise to continuously work diligently on being the man you deserve. I promise that this line is the closest I would ever come to putting a joke in my vows, and I promise to still make everything fun. Even through my melodramatic phases in life, drowning in nihilism and blaming the whole notion of love on some evolutionary building block, I still knew I had loved. But because of you, I now know that was like folding a paper airplane and calling myself an astronaut. Thank you for waiting 30 years for me to figure out where I left the keys to my mind. Tubi, I really and truly, no doubt, 100% love you.
Morgan, I think there's something you'd like to say to Nick.
Nick, when we first met, somewhere between 10 and 15 years ago, I didn't know anything about you, but I could tell that you were special. I could feel an unexplainable magic radiating from you from across the room. I saw myself in you. The one that was always told they were a little too much, yet at the same time always felt like they were never enough. I always longed to know you, and despite you being at my parties and us having photos in the archives, I can't remember one in-depth conversation that we ever had. It's almost as if we just crossed paths as ghosts, meant to know each other in another lifetime. I'm so glad I found you in this one all these years later. The last 3.5 years as your partner have been a gift, and when I think of our growth, it's hardly fathomable. We were always going to be individuals that did things our own way, but I've found that together we are far more powerful. I am beyond proud of us and who we have become as a unit. On an individual note, watching you grow has been my absolute pleasure, and I am truly impressed by the man you are becoming every day. I believe you will accomplish so many great things in our lifetime together, and knowing I'll be by your side as your wife has me giddy. You are an exceptional human, and everyone that encounters you is beyond lucky to do so. You are the life of the party, everyone's shoulder to lay their heads on, the one that always seems to have the right thing to say, and by far the sharpest man in the room. I am so thankful to your parents, Terry and Kenny, for creating and raising the man of my dreams. The future is blinding as long as I'm with you. My dream as a young girl was always for my father to love the man that I loved, and I am certain that would be the case in my life on this very day if my father were still alive. I hate that he's not here in the chapel today, but I'm at peace with the fact that I know he would have loved you for me. I'm fully aware your relationship would have been a journey. You would have butt heads, offended one another, and gotten on each other's nerves, but in the end, I'm certain you both would have learned to appreciate one another. Your similarities are uncanny. Both of your stubbornness need to stand up for what you believe in, and your longing to protect those you love would have resulted in a strong and true friendship. With that being said, the fact that my father was unable to meet you makes me that much happier that my family has been able to. My mother, sister, brother, and in-laws have had the pleasure of watching me change as I have become a better person since being with you. There is no denying I am completely different, and I have you to thank for so many of the changes. I have learned about communication, trust, and understanding. I now know all of these things come from love. I have learned that I am deserving of this love and that I am more than enough. I am also not too much. I have learned to stop and smell the roses and to just chill out. Well, I'm still working on that one. Speaking of change, for the first time ever, I started to freak out about changing my last name the other night. It was about 2:32 a.m. when I realized that I, Morgan Rachel Horace, would no longer be Morgan Rachel Horace anymore. It only bothered me for like 3 minutes, though, because I don't feel like a Rachel, and no one knows how to say my last name anyway. But it finally dawned on me the weight that a name carries. I've been proudly attached to this name for 35 years, and now I must change it. With this, it also occurred to me that my new last name, Ballard, will be the one we give our future children. This will be the last name that connects us as one and as a family. The last name that will carry me until the end of my days as a mother and a wife to you, and that all has me so excited. So in and beyond this lifetime, I, Morgan Rachel Horace, soon to be Ballard, promise to love you each and every day, to honor you as my husband and partner, to be loyal to you and have trust in you, to put you above all. I will take care of you when you are sick. I will even hold the flashlight for you. I will do whatever it takes to keep this marriage alive, healthy, and thriving. You are everything to me, and without you, I would simply not be my best. I love you more than I can put into words. It's always going to be a town that was built for us, and I am forever yours.
Single round knockout.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Continue holding it.
Fucking
We have the rings,
amazing.
please.
I'm proud of you. That was crazy. So good.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, hit back. Sorry, I just went out.
The ring is an appropriate symbol because it has no beginning and no end. These rings are symbols of the eternal covenant of love that you've made for one another. May your love be like these rings, remembering no beginning and seeing no end. Nick, do you offer this ring as a symbol of your never-ending love and respect that you'll always have for Morgan?
I do.
Take her ring, left hand.
What if we do this one different? Right hand. So, the right hand on a Tuesday.
Holding hands. Nick, please repeat after me to Morgan. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed,
I thee wed,
and I pledge to you
and I pledge to thee
my everlasting love and
my
devotion.
everlasting love and devotion.
Morgan, do you offer this ring as a symbol of your never-ending love and respect that you'll always have for Nick?
I do.
Last chance.
Yeah.
Last chance.
Morgan, please repeat after me to Nick. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed,
I thee wed,
and I pledge to you
and I pledge to you
my everlasting love and devotion.
my everlasting love and devotion.
Very good. Continue holding hands. Love is patient and love is kind. It does not envy and it does not boast. It is not proud. It is not self-serving. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in lies, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. If you love someone, you'll be loyal to them. You'll always believe in them, and you'll stand your ground in defense of them no matter what the cost. Because love knows no limits to its endurance, no end to its trust. Love still stands when all else has fallen. May you always share with each other the gifts of love, be one in heart, and always beautiful of mind. And may you always create a home together that puts in your hearts love, generosity, and kindness. And now, according to the power vested in me by the state of Louisiana and the parish of Orleans, but most of all, by the power of your own love, it is with my honor and my pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Nick, you may now kiss your bride. I got these little laid back here for you, okay? And then we'll get out, and we'll lay these back here for you, and we'll get out of your way.
Everybody, be efficient!
on the desk for the picture? It just looks pretty on the desk. Yeah, have a seat. I'll put you right in here. They gave you the black story.
Okay.
See how you sign here?
Okay.
Same way, either on that top line or middle line. Places. Pick a pen. You're gonna sign just like this, right on the top line. Same way right there where it says groom. Your bride.
What does that mean?
Join your bride, and I need your first witness. Okay, and I need your second witness.
All right. There she is.
Okay, have a seat. Okay, pick a pen.
I was gonna move. Okay.
That's why I've got this over here. 'Cause I don't.
Okay.
That's my.
And hold that up between the two of you so you get a picture.
Hold the dollar. Okay.
Somebody who loves you.
Okay, yeah.
Morgan, this is a laser. There.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You got a gutsy wife there. I don't think she minded it.
You have the entire Zoom to choose from. Remember not getting You got it. That's all we need. Boom. That's still the kid.
You're all silver. Yes, there you go. You got two special glasses, so let me serve it.
family that you don't get back. And he sees that with others' eyes too. My bachelor party was important to me, and for me it was one of those moments. My friends knew months in advance that we were going out to eat and then to go out in Houston. When the day came, we went to a nice steakhouse. One friend was too hungover to show up for drinks or for dinner. Another had an Ironman race in the morning, so was eating light and leaving early. And another was on short probation for something not serious, but couldn't risk even being in a club situation. So dinner was wonderful for those that showed, but then it was Nick and just a couple of others going out, including our vigilant DD. Sparing the details, the club was strange and there was a sober discomfort. The party was fizzling out, the night was ending early. It was time to go home, but Nick made sure I knew he was with me, whatever I wanted to do. Cut to us at my house in Houston, song swapping on guitars. If you haven't heard Nick play, he's the best songwriter I've ever met. Talking, playing obscenely loud metal music on the stereo, making cocktails in martini glasses. And then came the whiskey. Feeding Nick whiskey after midnight may as well be a Mogwai. So, as the sun started to peek its head out and Nick began to nod off, he also started to heave. Now, I haven't seen Nick sick before or since, but I've had dogs, so that was an urgency I knew very well. My drunk mind, instantly sobered, sprung into action. This can't happen on the carpet of my marital home. My fiance is going to be awake in a couple hours. So looking around, the only vessels we had were 3 to 5 empty stemmed martini glasses. You know, the kind James Bond and female jazz singers drink from. So to cut to the chase, that night Nick became a reverse mixologist, and I was his bar back, handing him glass after glass. It was vile. To make a long story longer, Nick stayed with me because he knew it was an important moment. And instead of having a vivid memory of how my bachelor party was a dud, I mostly remember those hours spent with him, talking about life and love, sharing music and friendship, and creating a story that I could tell to embarrass him on one of his most important days. He and Morgan have invited you all here to celebrate one of their most important days, and I know he appreciates it like I did that night. Nick contains multitudes and has had dramatically different seasons of his life. He wears them all on his sleeve. I've seen him at peak performative masculinity. I've seen him ugly cry. I've seen him party to the point of poison, and I've seen him be a crunchy, wheatgrass drinking, clean living proponent. And that was real weird, guys. Through all of his seasons, Nick has been a great friend and, more importantly, a good man. Now, I'm not an authority on masculinity, but I've been thinking about the hallmarks of a good man, the attributes that I've seen in men I've looked up to, and Nick ticks all those boxes. Nick seeks understanding and to be understood. Whatever it is, he'll talk you through it. He gives sage advice and proactively asks for advice. He listens. He's reasonably protective of the ones he loves, family and friends. He knows when to give space. He gives respect when it's earned and acknowledges out loud when it hasn't been earned. He's proud of his successes. He's proud of the successes of others and celebrates them. He's not a one-upper. He acknowledges when he's wrong and knows how to apologize in earnest. He's a man of the times. He doesn't stagnate. He appreciates diverse culture, has good taste in fashion, food, even memes, especially memes. He'll make you cry laughing, and he can take a joke. He hasn't always been able to, but it's clear to me that he's built a tremendous amount of self-confidence in the past 8 to 10 years, most especially since he's met Morgan. He sought to understand himself and started to talk about his future like he's already on that path. He's investing in himself, his health, his career, and in Morgan. The fundamentals have always been ironclad with Nick, and I'm so proud that you're making a very good decision of marrying Morgan. She's chosen a good, interesting man, and you're only going to find success with each other. Nick, I'm happy for you. Now Morgan, I've somehow known Morgan even longer than Nick, since my freshman year of high school or before, but I don't know her quite as well as Nick. Contrary to what you might believe, she wasn't always the portrait of ultra-femininity that she is now. She was also a goofy, awkward middle school student. When I was a freshman in high school, my mom and I co-coached her Destination Imagination team, which is a creativity competition, which she was on with my brother, who was her close friend in high school and before. She was, of course, the same creative, funny, hardworking, and outgoing person, but I didn't see her for some years, and when I met her again, it was a little jarring to see her emerge as a fashionista, insanely talented makeup artist, and diva extraordinaire. It took time for it to gel in my mind. but after some time, I could clearly see it was a completely natural emergence of her creativity. Her hard work and creativity manifested itself into a growing balloon business that Nick is head over heels in admiration of. He needs to shut the hell up about it, honestly. A small business is fraught with relationship management challenges, but it's easy to see why she's so successful after all she's managed this relationship with Nick. Morgan balances Nick's bullheadedness, and I'm willing to bet that now and in the future she provides a path through the tough times for him. And there will be tough times. I'm married, and I know. But tough times don't have to be bad times together, even if they're not the best times. I know you've heard this, but marriage isn't 50-50. It's 100-100. Or in your case, probably Nick 100, Morgan 112. Sorry, Morgan, yeah, you've made your bed. You'll each have to pick up the slack, but it's so rewarding to do more for the people you love. Anyway, you'll have peaks and valleys, you'll travel together, you'll have cute date nights together, you'll have pets and kids together if you so choose. Morgan, you can birth the kids, Nick, you can birth the pets. You'll share the greatest successes and joys, and yes, you'll experience illness, grief, and death together. You'll do it all together, every bit together. All the good and bad in your lives will pass, but no more important moments will pass you without the other by your side. That companionship to me is the most comforting thing in life. Now it's before midnight, and Nick hasn't had too much whiskey. So join me in raising a sanitary glass to life, love, companionship, the Ballards, and their many, many happy years together. We love you.
Yeah, me too. I was like this, but I was covered in it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just get started. We only have a couple of minutes on our timeline left. Thank you, Josh, for the beautiful words. As some of you may know, our family spent a good portion of our childhood here in New Orleans. 5 Devereaux Drive is where was where my parents brought Morgan and our brother Trip home to after they were born. Almost every cherished childhood memory we have took place just down the road from here. There are a lot of stories that could be told, and if you had spent any time with any one of us, you probably heard a handful of them more than one time. Excuse me. From swimming at Hill Heights Country Club, which was not as fancy as it sounds, I promise, to shooting spitballs at homemade targets in the back of our dad's bar, family beach trips to Grand Isle, mom and dad's t-shirt business in the French Market, and playing endlessly. The common theme was we were always together. Before moving to Houston and expanding our circles independently, it was always just us. Our family of 5 were all the friends and companionship that we needed. We were truly lucky to have such loving and attentive parents. They were truly wonderful examples of unwavering, devoted love, similar to the same type of love and devotion we're seeing here today with all of you. We never felt struggle, and everything was celebrated to the fullest extent. In fact, I believe our childhood here was so fantastic that I chose the name of our street as the name for our firstborn, Devereaux. Trip and I found our soulmates, Melissa and Ryan, and expanded our family, and now it's Morgan's turn. Today we witnessed Morgan marrying the love of her life. To know she found someone that feels like home is all I've ever wanted for her. Nick is the final piece to our family's puzzle. I do have to mention something funny that happened at our first family gathering. We were all in a giant group for the traditional family photo, and Nick made a joke about standing on the end just in case he needed to be cut out later if it didn't work out. Well, here we are, and I think we can safely say we won't need to worry about that. From today forward, Nick, you don't have to stand on the edge of the group photos anymore. You are officially a permanent part of our family photos, and more importantly, of our lives.
Amen.
Thank you for completing my sister, but also completing our family. Like the lyrics of a song called Life Eternal, If you had life eternal, you'd choose to spend it with the one who completes you. And today we see that choice being made. Through all that lies ahead, the bright days and the dark days, may their love be their constant. May they find in each other the same spark that brought them together, and let that light grow only stronger as the years pass. So let us raise our glasses to my sister and her wonderful partner. May your life together be eternal in its strength and boundless in its love for one another.
That was fantastic. I have not cried. There was something I didn't know that they were.